We begin always with God's name. Hey guys, Dahan here with DahanAbdullah.com, activating the servant leader in you to tap into your prosperity agent. I have something I wanted to share to you today. I wanted to tell you about something that I learned the hard way. It's something that, our teachers didn't teach us growing up. Our bosses, they didn't do anything to help us learn it. When we work for other people, when we get into the entrepreneurial space and we start listening to gurus, a lot of times they're not telling us things. So some things you have to learn the hard way for yourself. And I want to tell you a powerful truth that I've been blessed to be able to come across. If you get into copywriting, then one of the important you have to get into human needs, basic human needs, the drives that go underneath the surface of the life, that when you press triggers that influence those drives, it gets people to act in a certain way. You're playing underneath the conscious mind of people. Okay, you're working underneath the subconscious mind of people to influence them. Okay, and when you talk about the enemy that we all have in common, people take to that. People are drawn to that. Why? Because one of the fundamental needs that's a lot of times taught in psychology, the psychology of like selling and copywriting and all of that. One of the fundamental needs of humans is a need to have a scapegoat. Why? I heard one copywriter put it, a very big copywriter. He put it like this. He said, human beings are fundamentally wired to not take responsibility. And that's why our fundamental need is to have a scapegoat, somebody to blame for the things we fall short on. Now, I disagree with that. It's not that we're hardwired not to take responsibility. In fact, we are hardwired to take responsibility for our lives. We're genetically coded to do that. Like, we were created to do that. That's in our created makeup. That's God put it in us. Okay. But what it is a defense mechanism, because we can inherently sense the way life is supposed to be. And when life is not being manifested around us, when our life is not a display of what we intrinsically know that life is supposed to be like that, then we need a reason. We need to come up with some kind of reason to explain why we're falling short. So it's a defense mechanism. Okay, it's not that we're wired like that, but in any case, we need scapegoats. And when you give people a scapegoat, when you talk about the enemy that people have in common, the enemy that we all have in common, then that gives people a scapegoat. It's not your fault. Why is it not your fault? Because we have this common enemy and we've all been taught the same things. Just like you've been had, I've been had too. But guess what I found out? We can get past this and we can establish something on our own in spite of that. You see how that works? People take to that. People are drawn to that. That appeals to people. Now, when people first get into the entrepreneurial space, when people first start getting into that space, network marketing, affiliate marketing, MLM, these type of things, people have to be conditioned. They have to be reconditioned to stop blaming everybody else. That's when you get into the space, you have to take full responsibility for the state of your business. Your upline is not responsible for you and your progress and your success. Your mentors are not responsible for your success. The only person that's responsible for your success in the long run is you. So you have to take full responsibility. And if stuff is not happening the way that it's supposed to happen, maybe somebody fell short on their part. Okay, well, responsibility is still on you because it's your business and you chose to work with them. You chose to allow them the freedom to do certain things. You chose to give them the responsibility for that. You delegated. Okay? So No matter how you look at it, when you're building a business, the responsibility for it all comes back to you. It all comes back on you. And so you need to stop looking for scapegoats. You can appeal to people and give them a scapegoat so that they can see why their life is the way that it is. But what you want to do is you want to pull them out of a situation that they're in and into a condition where they're accepting the responsibility for their lives. When you give them a scapegoat, what you're doing is you're easing the burden. You're easing the burden that they're carrying on themselves that may be so heavy that they can't even consciously acknowledge that they're putting that burden on themselves. And you give them an escape and then give them an easy way. You give them a track so that they can run on to get to a place where they're taking responsibility for their own lives and they're not overburdened, and they have somebody walking them, holding their hands, taking them step by step and making it possible, making it doable. But when it comes down to, like I said, is you have to take responsibility for your own life. Stop scapegoating. Give people a scapegoat, but you stop scapegoating yourself. Give people a scapegoat and pull them out of their situation, but don't accept that you live your life scapegoating. Whether it's in business, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in whatever it is in life, your careers, your hobbies, anything, no matter what it is in life, do not go, how you do one thing, a lot of times is how you do everything. So don't go through life looking for scapegoats. Go through life taking responsibility for the way that everything happens in your life and move out from there. If it's not happening how you want it to act, it's on you to change it. It's not on anybody else. It's on you. All right, so that's my thoughts for today. I hope you got some benefit out of it. Subscribe to my newsletter. I have a free giveaway that you'll love. It's my Facebook cheat sheet. So if you're not on my blog, if you haven't gone to my blog, go visit my blog. If you haven't got on my newsletter, get on that now, and we'll keep you updated with some great tips, strategies, hacks, mindset, etc. All right, guys. Go out and have some massive production. Bye.